Almost every single day, people use single-use plastics like this water bottle. Unfortunately, a lot of times it ends up on the ground and ultimately in the environment. I'm Fox 4 meteorologist Andrew Shipley, and there's two bills simultaneously moving through Tallahassee that would prevent local governments from regulating such items.
Lots of the pollution that we see ends up in the ocean. It breaks down into smaller and smaller plastic pieces. It never really goes away.
And it's that risk of pollution that has groups like the Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation calling Senate Bill 1822 and House Bill 562 bad bills.
It's another in a long stream of bills that are hoping to preempt local governments from making decisions to manage their own resources.
If they pass, local governments would no longer have the authority to regulate single-use cups, bottles, bags, and other packaging.
If Sanibel wanted to prevent styrofoam from being handed out at its local restaurants, and it thought that that was a good tool to protect its beaches and mangrove wetlands and dune systems from that plastic trash and pollution, this bill would prevent them from doing that.
While Sanibel does not currently have such a ban, SECF Environmental Policy Director Matt DePaulis says pollution like our single-use plastics are having a devastating effect even now.
A plastic bag floating in the ocean can look a lot like a jellyfish to a hungry turtle. Then when they eat that and ingest it, they can actually choke on it and die. There's the famous straw that was in the nose. We see a lot of smaller plastics actually ending up in shorebirds that the way they're reflecting and they look like prey species.
Those in favor of the bill say it will provide clarity, statewide uniformity, and consumer confidence. While DePaulis understands how a bill like this can help business, he says it shouldn't come at the expense of our environment.
These local governments are the ones that are living, working, and playing in the resources, and they're the ones that are closest to the requirements that our environments and communities have. So they're the ones that should be empowered to make the decisions to protect them if they so choose.
On Sanibel, meteorologist Shane Shipley, Fox 4.